Hey guys, what's up? Levi Apparel, like and subscribe. All right, cool. I appreciate you. Um, mm, whew, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. Um, I've gone through a lot of journeys with you guys, and I appreciate it. But man, this one is big. This one is big. So I gotta get ready to do some screen printing pretty soon. So I got videos coming up for you guys. Plus my other channels that's going on, I have to have stuff for them, so eventually I need to really get stuff going. So I definitely need to be in the shop a little bit more. This week I didn't have a lot for you because I'm off of the job. But that doesn't mean that family's off. They all know I'm off, so I have to do stuff. And then also um you know things going on, people taking vacations while I'm here and stuff. So got the kids, and I'm doing my thing, you know what I mean? So I get a little time, just be in the studio, literally a few footsteps from the house. So I'm here in the studio in the shed trying to give you guys some content. But with all that said, what's going on? What's going on? So I'm here again, and like I said, I'm gonna do videos on subjects that you guys may want to talk about a little bit more. But instead of throwing you random videos, I figured create episodes, and upon those episodes, talk a little bit more on them, give you guys stuff that you want to know about, and then eventually talk about stuff that you written in the comment, and that you want to things that you want to do, right? So um I've been holding out. I've been holding out because like I said, the minute I get started, you guys, it's gonna go up. So, like you saw in the title, the most genius thing ever created is these Rynet screen printing clamps. Bam! These clamps are amazing. Look at that, right? So, let's loosen this real quick so I can take it out. This is the clamp. This whole system is amazing. It's amazing. Look at it. The frame, like you saw, like you see there, that's all this. That's this. That's over there, right? Um, all I do really, I just take it. So if you can see it, you can see it. If not, it is what it is. So as the clamps are wedged out, basically put in here. Then it's attached. That's it. Now, why is this important? Because, because, because I don't keep saying it. Um, if I want to do screen printing, so I usually do screen printing with HTV vinyl, not sticker vinyl, HTV vinyl, because a lot of people don't realize this is a fabric, right? Your screen printing, what's that thing called? Frame has silk fabric on it, and that's what creates the mesh. That's what I was looking for. That's what creates the mesh. The smaller the hole, the more fabric you have. The less hole, the less fabric you have. So when you're doing screen printing with HTV vinyl, not sticker, HTV vinyl, the HTV vinyl, like this one for example, will stick on, right? It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, right? Or like that one, this one right here, right? So it's there, and all you do is just tape around it. There's different type of screens you can use, right? There's the metal screens, and then there's these screens right here. These are the wooden screens. If you look inside, there's indentations. These are mostly the screens that I typically like to use, but also I have the metal screens because some people don't like to use the wooden and they only like to see the metal. So I have all types, but I have more of the wooden than I do the metal. Right? The metal it's pretty much the same. Like I don't do screen printing like all the time. So therefore I don't have that much need for like screen printing because I have my DTF printer that's over there. I have my HP white toner printer, large 11 by 9, 11 by 17 printer. So I typically don't need screen printing as much. I usually use this majority of the time when I have work that's more than 20 plus front and back, or if it's like one color. Now if it's two color, whatever color, I can still do it, right? And that goes back to segues back to what I was talking about, right? So if you have a chance, right? Go to Rynet and get you these. Right now, these are selling for like 40 bucks. 40 bucks. By the way, they're not paying me to do this. I'm letting you know because when you see what I do with these machines, when I'm actually screen printing with them, you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna want to be able to have these, right? If you able to get these, get like at least 6 of them. Get 6 or 5, right? 6 or 5, right? When you order them, even if you don't use them, put them aside, right? Because I know eventually they're gonna have to come out with a 4-color 4-station screen print machine. Because a 4-color 4-station screen printing machine, no registration, just basically pull this out, put it in, right? With these, you don't need to have registration because what this does is, let's say you align the screen where you want it to be, right? You align it where you want it to be. Now, all you do is you take the clamp. So obviously it would be on the machine, but so the clamp just goes on it, right? So basically like this. So the clamp is clamped on it, and then you just tighten it up. Once you tighten it up, whatever position it's on, right? Lock it in the screen. Before you unlock it in the screen, then do this. But yeah, once you have it set up, locked, and you have the image prepped on it, right? If you're doing like what's that thing called? If you want to expose it, I mean, most likely if you're watching me, you have the regular exposure where you're just throwing the light on top, right? But you can still set it up with the regular exposure. Listen, I use HTV vinyl. I don't even bother with the whole explosion thing, man. Like, cause I don't have the time and patience to water things down and all that stuff. And also, I have laser engraver. If I want to do like emotion, right? I don't want to be bothered with spending time on trying to water stuff down because in the shop I didn't set it up to have water. I am right outside my house, so I still have hose. I can still hose it down, but I don't want to. So at the end of the day, laser engraving, vinyl, HTV is what I usually use for my screen printing. It works great for me. I don't know about you. Um, so I still use emotion. I just don't use it the typical way, right? The typical way. So you're gonna go through that journey with me, and you're gonna see a whole lot. But before you do, get yourself these clamps. Get yourself these clamps. Because at the end of the day, when you have these clamps, you're going to be happy and you're going to be like, yo, I'm glad I got it, right? I'm glad I got it. So, the other day, I ordered, hold on, give me some more lighting. No, brother man's a little well melanated. The other day, let me turn this off. Excuse me. There I am. Anyways, I ordered some more of the clamps. These right here. It was one of the best moves I ever made because I'm telling you, the minute I start doing videos on these, and I may even get banned from even ordering these because it's gonna come to a point where they're gonna realize they're gonna start catching up to my videos, start watching it, and realize like, yo, did he just take part from my machine and put on his? Yes, I did. I'm not reselling this. I'm not in the market of selling it. I'm not making other machines for other people. This is just for me and my purpose. And I love to tinker with machines and revamp them. And this This right here, this right here, man, this is gold. This is gold. So in case you guys didn't know, I had ordered a pigtail pigskins screen printing kit. I have it right behind you, and this is something that came with it along with another one. So whenever you order it, you usually get two because they assume that you're gonna do maybe a two color work or whatever. I don't know. They send you two. So I ordered it and I had it and I was screen printing, and then I realized, wait, if I remove, where is it? If I remove the original piece that was on that machine and put a clamping system, right? The housing, that's what I call it. I don't know what they call it. The housing where the clamp would go onto. Yeah, the housing where the clamp would go onto and be removed. It's the same thing as the original one that was created. Now, mind you, if you're asking why to go through all that when you could just do multiple screens for screen printing, I don't want to have to deal with just one print head, right? One screen printing print head, whatever, in a one station. I'm taking the best out of that machine and putting it in here. A 4-color, 4-station screen printing machine, right? These are the different colors. That's where you get the 4-color from. Right here. Right here. This is where you get the station, right? So these are basically called palettes, right? Where you would put the the shirts on. So with all that said, I said to myself, you know what? I need to revamp my machine and make it exactly like that. So I did just that. And now I think this is the only machine that exists right now that can do this. But the whole reason why I did this is because um originally I wanted to turn this machine, I wanted to take pieces of this machine, put the platens on the actual wall, drill them into the wall where I would have the shirts. And my whole what I wanted to do is I want to do it like they do in India, right? In India, they take the screen frame, they have a hook that can connect, that can attach to the screen, and after that they screen print, right? They go to the next one, right? They go to the next one, and then put it down, screen print. So that's one color, and then they have multiple screens where they would put multiple colors. They can put 100, they can put 200, 1,000, as many colors as they want, as many images as they want on the shirt. And I was mesmerized. I said, whoa, mine can only do 4 colors. What can I do? So I had, attained a separation software where it still allows you to do 4 colors with, no, 5 colors with 4 screen, right? One screen would be probably a mixture of different colors, and then the other screen would just be useful for the white. So it's still doable. But then I was like, you know what? Nah, I want something better. So that's when I started looking at YouTube, and I saw like Ronette with the Pixel Piskin screen printing kit, and this dude was able to screen print multiple screens on. I mean, when I say screens, I'm talking about this right here, right? Multiple screens, versions of colors in a shirt. Now I looked at it, I said, you know what, that's pretty cool, but that's still time consuming, right? And then he had them lined up, and he was just like, I think he had 4 lined up, 4 shirts lined up or something like that. He was just going back and forth, screen printing, pop, 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 done, pop, 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 done. And one thing I was like, wait a minute. He has to unhook, rehook. If I have 4 colors, I only need 6. I only have to unhook 2, right? Which would be probably the white And then if there's a color that's like a neon green or something, right? Obviously, if you have four colors here, it'd be black, cyan, magenta, and blue. No, it's black, cyan, magenta, and yellow. The green would be perfect. To just put it as just a regular screen and have it ready towards the end or whatever. So then I was like, you know what? Let me change my system and make it make it very make it versatile, right? Versatile. Um Multi-purpose, versatile, right? So now that I'm able to make this the screen printing versatile and I can swap colors, I'm not limited to any colors. Like I can easily remove all 40s, have four more screens ready, load them up, right? If I want to do an 8 color on a 4 color foot station screen print machine, I can. If I want to do 10, 12, 20, 100, whatever, I can. I can because of this. Best thing I ever bought. Best thing I ever bought. Now, if you don't want to drill into your machine and you don't want to mess with it, you want it to leave it the same, there's another way, right? There's a guy, his name, um, his company called Fractals.com. Check him out. You can do the same thing without revamping your machine or changing it or modifying it. You just go to his website, you purchase the kit, and then you just put it on. It's a whole attachment, and you attach it. It can stay there as long as you want. If you don't want it, you can remove it. But either way, I chose this option because it was a little cheaper. So, save me money, but I have to do all the hard work. So if you don't want to do the hard work, go check them out. At the end of the day, I was able to do that and I'm happy that I have this set up and I bought more clamps and I can't wait to get them. But I'm gonna try by at least 8, right? Let's see. I have 4 and I'm getting 2 more, so that's 6. I just need, you know what? Maybe I should probably get 3 more after that to make it 9. Yeah, I want 9. So yeah, so it is what it is. I can't wait. This thing is amazing. This is a genius. Just the creation of it, the thought about it is amazing, right? It's amazing. I like it. Man, whoever did this, amazing. Amazing. Anyways, like, subscribe, Levi Apparel. I'm out. That's screen printing for you. That's the update. That's what's going on. I bought more of these. I'm waiting for them to come in. As soon as they come in, I'm good to go. And then eventually we're gonna start the screen printing process. Start doing some stuff for you guys. All right. So let's get it going. Right. I'm almost 100% set. I'm at that 95% before I take off. I stopped everything. I have order in, but I'm it's a work in progress. Um, but yeah, I shut down my website. I want to fix this machine, set it up, do some tests, and then get it going. And once everything is good to go, we're out the door. We're out the door, and we're gonna push some products. We're not gonna be limited anymore. Machine stops working, doesn't matter. Just throw it on here, and I'm good to go. Because I got tons of machine, but it is what it is. Like, subscribe, Levi Apparel. We good. We good. Also, check fractals.com, man. If you don't want to do what I'm doing, go check him out. He makes this process a lot easier. Peace.